Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress. In 1660, a man named John Bunyan was arrested and thrown into jail for 12 years. What for? For preaching the gospel, the good news that Jesus Christ died on the cross for the sins of the world, so that humans like you and me could be forgiven and we could be reunited to our Creator forever. But you know, it's very ironic that behind those bars that were meant to stop that message was where John Bunyan picked up a quill pen and paper and wrote down the beginning of the story that you're about to hear tonight in 2023, almost 400 years later, proving the point that God's message cannot be chained. So it's without further ado, I present to you tonight Kishwaukee Bible Church's rendition of The Pilgrim's Progress.
Little Christian lived in a great city called Destruction. Its streets were full of boys and girls who laughed and played all day long. This was in the summertime when the sun was shining and the city looked bright and pleasant. On the rainy days in winter, the children did not feel so happy, and they would sometimes be glad to sit down quietly and listen to stories. Now and then, a grave-looking man or a woman with a gentle face would come to the city for a little time, and these strangers always tried to make friends with the children and were willing to tell them stories whenever they would listen. There is a beautiful country, they would say, far away from this city. A very good and wise king rules over it who loves the little children dearly. The prince to whom your city belongs is wicked and cruel and hates our good king. But one day an army will come from the king's country to fight against your prince, and this city will be burned, and all the people in it will perish. Then the children ask, what will become of us? And the strangers always answered, you must leave this city now while you are young and strong and travel to the king's country. In the celestial city where he lives, you will be quite safe.
Well, shall we go to the celestial city? That book was written hundreds of years ago. It is of no use to us. Yeah, why don't you go play make-believe somewhere else? Let the children come to me. Oh, how I wish the king were here right now. Maybe he would take me on this journey so I wouldn't have to go alone. Oh, Christian, why are you so troubled? I must see the good king. I have this burden on my back, and it is so heavy I can't even play. I think you must be ill. I cannot see any burden on my back. You cannot see it, but I can feel it, and it shall weigh me down until I can see the good king. What are you crying for? The stories are true, you know. The king loves the little children. If you will obey him and begin your journey now, he will watch over you the entire way. And when you reach the celestial city, you will be happy forever. I will go if I only knew the way. See that gate at the edge of the plain? That is the way to the celestial city. Do not cry no more, but I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. That is the king's promise to all his little pilgrims. Do not crying over, go quickly to the gate and knock. One of the king's servants will open it and tell you where to go next. Look, little Christian is running away. He must be looking for that celestial city. Then he will be lost. We must make him come back. Those stupid boys with everything he is told. Come with me, Pliable. Wait, stop. Where are you going? To the celestial city. Won't you come with me? I think not. Why should we go with you when we are just as happy to be here? You will be much happier with the king. His city is much more beautiful and safer than our city. I don't know anything about it. That is just nonsense. It's not nonsense. My good book tells me about it. That is just a bunch of rubbish. Now you can back it up. No, I am going to see the king. You may go then. Come on, Pliable. Christian doesn't understand how good he has it. What if Christian is right? I think I should go with him. Oh, do come with me. We will be so happy to see the king. Do you think we will really find the city? Wait, you mean to tell me that you are going with him? Really, Pliable, I expect this much from Christian, but you ought to have more sense. I've made up my mind. Goodbye, then. Better sit with it close to you. What sort of place is the celestial city? Oh, it's very beautiful. Have you not heard the strangers talk about it? Will they let us in? The king lives there, and his people are never sad or tired. Will they let us in? Oh, yes, they will. Evangelist told me so. See, he gave me this. I don't have one of those. That's okay. I'm sure the king will be happy to see you. Oh no, where are we? I don't know. See what mess we are in? This is all your fault. I wish I had not come. When I get out of this horrible marsh, I will go straight home, and you can look for the city by yourself. But I will see the king. Help! Hey, let me help you. Did you see the stepping stone? No, I guess I didn't. I was busy talking with Pliable, but she ran back to the city of destruction. You are very kind to help me. I don't know. I am afraid the journey will be too hard for me. Maybe I should wait until I'm older. Are you sure? I am such a little boy, and the others say I'm stupid. How long will it take me to get there? I am little Christian.
Are you from the city of destruction?
Yes, and I wish to go see the king.
It's getting late. You stay here tonight, and tomorrow I'll show you where the celestial city. Good morning, young Pilgrim. Come with me and I'll show you where the celestial city. You'll follow this narrow path through the middle of the plain.
Are there any turnings? How will I know if there are two roads to take?
The plain path is always straight, while all the paths that lead from it are crooked. And the wrong paths are generally wide, while the right path is narrow.
Is there any chance you can unfasten my burden for me? I could walk so much better without it.
I cannot do that. You must carry it patiently until you come across, and then it'll fall off and you'll never see it again.
I will be so glad when that happens.
So you must be on your way now.
Presently, he came to a place where there was a little hill by the side of the road. And upon the hill, he saw the very thing for which he was longing. There stood the cross. And the moment little Christian began to climb the path that led to it, he felt the bands that fastened his burden were breaking. Then the burden fell from his shoulders.
Thanks be to thee. You often displeased the king, but we have come to tell you that he has forgiven you.
The suit you are wearing is torn and soiled. The king wishes his pilgrims to wear clothes that are clean and neat, so I brought you some new ones.
The king's seal. And you will need this scroll when you go to the gate.
No. It's time.
Whoa, how much harder this would have been if I still had my burden. Whew, I need a rest. Wait, stop! Where are you going?
We're dangerously fine. We're going home.
Yeah, you're too great, Lauren.
Just on the way. No, there's people.
What shall I do?
Come back with us.
I don't know. If I come back with you, I shall never see the king.
Well, you shall never see him if you go any farther, for the lions will surely kill you.
I do not think so. The lions may not be awake. Let us all go together.
Absolutely not. We will go home where it is safe.
Are they chained? I cannot see. It's so dark. Do not be frightened. The lions are both chained. Keep in the middle of the path and they will not hurt you. What palace is this? This is the palace beautiful. The king made it for pilgrims to use. Are you going to this celestial city? Yes. May I stay for the night? Of course you may. Discretion and her daughters will help you get settled. Come along.
Christian stayed 3 days in the palace beautiful. He heard many stories about the king and enjoyed the pleasant company of Discretion and her daughters. They enjoyed listening to him recount all the adventures of his journey to the present moment. The morning of his departure arrived, but before they sent him off, they took him to the royal armory, where he received his armor, courtesy of the king.
You must be prepared.
Between the palace and the celestial city, the king's enemies are often very troublesome, and even the littlest pilgrim must carry weapons. You must keep their armor bright and shiny and take good care of it.
Yeah, but keep with your shield.
May the blessing of the king go with you, my child, and may you continue as his faithful soldier and servant all the days of your life. You must thank the king for for it is he who has given you all these things.
Christian saw a very evil-looking man coming along the path to meet him. The man was tall and strong, and his face was not a pleasant one. As he drew near, Christian remembered his name, for he had seen him before. He was one of the chief officers in the army of the wicked prince, and he was called Self. At first, he thought he would run and turn around and run towards the foot of the hill. Discretion or watchful might see him and send someone to help. But then he remembered that he had no armor on his back, and that his breastplate and shield would be of no use to him unless he faced his enemy. So he determined to trust in the king and go straight on.
I should like to know where you have come from.
From the city of destruction
And where was it you were going?
to the city of the king.
Perhaps you have forgotten. The city of destruction belongs to me. If you weren't the little boy who could be taken back again, I should kill you for leaving without my permission.
I know the city of destruction belongs to you, but the king loves me better than you do, and I would rather live with him.
Don't be foolish. I can be very kind to people when I like them. Now, if you'll promise to come back with me, never run away again, you can live in my home, be one of my servants.
I am one of the king's servants.
That doesn't matter. The king's servants often run away. And besides, you were my servant first when you were at home, and you ought to be very thankful I'm willing to take you back again.
I love the king and would rather be his servant. Please let me go on.
I hate your king and everyone and everything that belongs to him. You are my servant. You will never go to the celestial city, for I will kill you!
Faithful, is that really you?
Christian! Oh, I meant to come all the way with you. You went off so suddenly that I did not know until you were gone.
I would have waited for you if I knew you were going to leave the city of destruction too.
I spoke with Evangelist, and he convinced me to leave.
Well, I'm glad I caught up with you. Did you not fall into the slough?
No, but I met a girl named Pleasure. She was a servant of the wicked prince, and she tried to make me go back with her. I was afraid that she would make me, for she was tall and strong, but I would not listen to what she said. And at last she told me I was a stupid boy and not worth speaking to.
Oh wow, did you meet anyone else?
Not for a while. When I came to the Hill of Difficulty, I met an old man. He was very kind and pleasant. He almost persuaded me to go back with him.
Oh, he would have taken you to the wicked prince.
Yes, I'm sure he would have. I was just about to go back with him when I looked up and saw him smiling to himself. I came to my senses and decided not to go with him. He was very angry and said he would send someone to hurt me.
Oh, did he send someone?
Yes, just when I was passing a little arbor, I heard someone coming quickly behind me. It was one of the king's servants, and his name was Justice. I was afraid that he would have killed me with his rod, but a man came by with a gentle face and told Justice not to strike me anymore. At first I did not know who it was, but just when he was going up the hill, I saw the marks upon his feet, and I knew it must have been the good prince himself.
I have heard of Justice, but the prince does not let him punish the pilgrims too much.
Oh, Christian, look who it is! It's Evangelist!
The king has been very good to you. You have met with some enemies and troubles, but the king has helped you, and he will help you still if you will trust in him.
Will you tell us more about the road? Will it be easier now or still some tough roads to take?
I have come to meet you here because very soon you will reach the gates of a great city that belongs to the wicked prince. It is a beautiful city full of all kinds of pleasant things and many pilgrims. When they enter it, are tempted to stay there instead of going on their journey. I do not wish you to be so foolish, so I've come to warn you.
Why must we pass through it?
The wicked prince ordered it to be built on both sides of the king's way, so that pilgrims cannot possibly get to the celestial city without passing through the very middle of it.
What shall we do then?
You shall walk quietly along the streets. Do not stop to look at the beautiful things in the shops and in the market, and do not stop to look at the beautiful. Do not let the children persuade you to play with them. Sometimes the pilgrims are not much troubled by the townspeople, but are sometimes treated very cruelly.
Will they kill us, do you think?
They may put you in prison, and they have often been wicked enough to kill people who would not serve their prince. But do not be afraid. If you have to die there, the king will send his angels, and they will carry you at once to the celestial city, and you will have no more trouble or pain forever. Oh, I must be on my way, but remember my words, young pilgrims.
Are you afraid?
Not very much. The king will protect us. And you have your good armor.
Yes, and I do wish you had stayed at the palace beautiful. Then you would have good armor like mine too.
Never mind. I will stay close to you. And if they do kill me, there will be no more enemies to fight.
All right, well, at this time, we'll have a short intermission. You're free to use the bathrooms when the lights come up. There's bathrooms outside both of those back doors, but don't take too long because you got to be back here. We're going to start again in 10 minutes, okay?
Carol said she'll come see